stay in the distance.
The Group 1 Gold Cup at Royal Ascot. After the sudden retirement of Kyprios in May, Illinois became favourite for the Gold Cup until race day, when Godolphin runner Trawlerman surpassed him.
He's on the outside. Away we go, and they're off and racing. Sweet William jumps pretty well for him, and it's a pretty good line early on. Illinois just moving off the inside to get onto the back of Trawlerman in the early stages. Sweet William has jumped into a handy position, pink and white, racing in third. Coltrane races in fourth place. Behind these on the inside is Wonder Legend, the green Aga Khan silks of Candelari, the last two Dubai Future, and last of all at the back is Yashin. So Trawlerman, confirmed front runner in these sorts of races, is out in front and leads by a length or so from Illinois in the purple jacket. They just shunned the inside running rail with Sweet William in pink and white. Then Coltrane is in fourth place. Candelari alongside Wonder Legend, with a couple of lengths back, maybe 3 lengths back to Dubai Future, and also Yashin. So they're making their way up the home straight for the first time. Out in the lead, it's Trawlerman by a length from Sweet William in second place, half a length on the inside to Illinois. Coltrane just come a little bit alive in the hands of Yashin Murphy towards the outside. The old horse just being restrained to get a bit of cover, having fired up for a stride or two. Candelari is on the outside of Wonder Legend. Coltrane takes some cover, Dubai Future and Yashin. So Trawlerman, unpestered on the front end, leads the field in front of the packed grandstands in the sunshine for the Gold Cup. Leading in second, Sweet William. Sweet William just being ridden a little bit more aggressively this afternoon, kept honest on the inside by Illinois. Wonder Legend races in fourth place, Candelari, and they've now dropped Coltrane for the time being. Coltrane just taken back 2 lengths further with Dubai Future and Yashin last of all. So they turn by the 1.5 mile King George Stars, and it's Trawlerman who makes the move downhill, leading by just over a length. Sweet William in second, Illinois in third place in the purple jacket, 3/4 of a length back. Then on the outside is Candelari of Wonder Legend as they run downhill, with still 2 lengths back to Coltrane. Similar breaks to Dubai Future. And Yashin, the back marker, would be round about 10 lengths behind the pace, which would naturally increase on the descent, as Trawlerman is allowed just to stride on a little bit more purpose. Leading by over a length now from Sweet William in second, Illinois still biding his time in third. Wonder Legend on the inside of the green jacket of Candelari, and there is no change in the order, within 6th place Coltrane, and the last 2, Dubai Future and Yashin, as they make their way to the foot of the hill. And we're approaching now inside the halfway stage. And out in the lead as they turn with just over a mile to travel, it is still Trawlerman, unflustered on the front end. Sweet William in second, Illinois just drifting back to third. 4th place, Wonder Legend with Candelari, a couple of lengths to Coltrane, Dubai Future and Yashin. So there's been no change in the order, virtually from the word go here. Trawlerman out in the lead, Sweet William for the moment just shaken off the attentions of Illinois. They remain second and third as they reach the foot of the hill. Wonder Legend eclipsing Candelari, they're 4th and 5th, with Coltrane a length back, Dubai Future and Yashin. The pace just remains a steady gallop, but now it is uphill for the last 6 furlongs, and out in the lead Trawlerman just begins to squeeze along. In second place, Sweet William, Illinois in third. Candelari decides to try and take closer order because a little bit of gaps opened up between the front 3 and Candelari, and old Sweet William's hit his flat spot, being cajoled along in second place. Trawlerman's beginning to up the ante. Illinois on the outside of Sweet William, who's being ridden. At this stage, Candelari has work to do to get on terms with the front 3s, 5 lengths back as they spin the bend. Trawlerman has dictated the Gold Cup. Sweet William, Illinois still being held on to by Ryan Moore as they turn for home. 3 furlongs to travel, and Trawlerman kicks for home. Illinois on the outside of Sweet William. Then from the back, Dubai Future running on. Trawlerman being asked for everything. Illinois is 3 lengths back. Sweet William, Dubai Future continues to stay on. 1.5 furlongs to go in the Gold Cup. Trawlerman trying to run the finish out of Illinois. Dubai Future has gone back into third, but slowly but surely, Trawlerman moves away in the Gold Cup. 5 lengths back to Illinois and Dubai Future. Sweet William has no more to give, and Trawlerman will win the Gold Cup for William Buick, John and Thady Gosden and Godolphin. Second last year, wins it this. Illinois second, Dubai Future, Sweet William, Coltrane, Candelari, trailing all the way back, virtually pulled up, but perfectly okay. Yashin and Wonder.
Trawlerman wins. Coolmore's Kyprios wannabe Illinois unable to reel in the 7-year-old. And I dare say Trawlerman would have betted Kyprios on that run too. A course record. Trawlerman's had 2 runs prior to this in 2025. He bombed out in the Dubai Gold Cup when jockey William Buick appeared to misjudge the pace, but his next start, the Henry II, put the writing on the wall. He smashed Coltrane by 5 lengths in that win, and as for second placed Illinois, well, today it was a case of too much too soon. Just the one prep race this year, the 2700 metre Ormond Stakes, and I have to admit to an immense feeling of joy at this result, after the shifty circumstances in which Illinois was betted into equal favourite before Kyprios was taken out. I suggest many people have lost money on a horse that didn't even run. A huge performance from 9-year-old Dubai Future shouldn't go unmentioned either. None other than Kiwi jockey J-Mac on board. Stay tuned, subscribe and share Staying the Distance, your source for the world's most important staying races.
There are men and there are boys. The only man out there was Trawlerman. He went out, he set all of the running, and William Buick made it look simple, but he got every fraction right. And remember, he's not looking at a speed gauge like you are in a car. He's feeling it because this horse was loving it. His enthusiasm at the age of 7 is quite evident for everybody to see. And what he did when he kicked off the home bend, he broke their hearts. He burnt them to a crisp. Illinois is the young horse. He's an improver.
Look, he's a great horse, and we tried it last year and we were only beaten by the great Kyprios. So, look, he's been such a good horse. He's so genuine. Thank you. And, you know, John and Thady's horses are in great shape. I was so happy with this fella when he won at Sandown. So, you know, he had a beautiful prep into this, and he was just so smooth throughout the race. You know, he's really what you want in a 2.5 mile race.
When did you think you'd had it won?
Well, I didn't have to touch the brakes once, so he was in a nice rhythm, and he was relaxed. And really, the only issue I would have had is if he opted to run keen or was doing too much for me. But he went on autopilot, and he knows his own speed. He stays well, so look, I was just a passenger.
And a first Gold Cup for you?
First Gold Cup, been a long time coming. It's great. It's not an easy race to win. Thank you. Thank you. Delighted. Come on, boys.
Not the bridesmaid today. Trawlerman dominates. He dictates. William Buick gets it perfect. John and Thady Gosden's sensational week continues, and another win in the big race for the...
will commence again if you try to take our firearms.